Now I'm going to explain to you the different types of configurations that you can use with the River Surveyor. Again, I'm showing you an S5 here. The S5 has a connector right here, and this is where we're going to connect our power and communications cable. So the first configuration is a direct connection. In that case, I use the user-supplied 10-meter power and communications module. I plug it directly to the S5 or M9. On the other end, this is the cable this is the RS-232 connector I use to connect to the laptop. I can also connect to an external GPS, and this is how I supply the power. So again, this is called a direct connection. This typical type of connection is used, or setup is used, maybe I'm using it on a large vessel where I have actually the laptop directly on the boat, where I don't need remote communications. Again, it's 10 meters, so you can mount the system in the water, and you have up to 10 meters to go to connect your laptop. Okay, now the second configuration, in addition to having a direct connection, we can do a measurement remotely using, this is the power control module. Inside the power control module, I have the rechargeable power supply. It lasts 3 to 4 hours in the field, and it has nice thumb bolts on here that I can use to change it pretty quickly. Also inside of it, in this case, will be the radio telemetry that I want to use to transmit the data or to talk to the system while I'm making the measurement with a data collection device on shore. It can be either spread spectrum or Bluetooth radio modems. Okay, I have two ways that I can collect data with using Bluetooth. One is using the mobile device, which has the software and a Bluetooth radio inside. In this case, I turn this device on, I open up the software. Once I power this system on, the software will automatically detect the radio telemetry in this device and connect automatically. It's very simple. The second option I have is to use my laptop. Again, River Surveyor Live is it comes on the data on the handheld, but also on the laptop. In this case, I'm using a Bluetooth dongle. It comes with a 232 connector right here, a serial connector. If I don't have this connector on my laptop, most laptops these days have USB ports. So we also supply the RS-232 to USB connector. So I use that as the connection. This supplies the power. In this case, this has a range of about 200 meters. So again, I'm actually making my measurement from this device, and I don't have to actually be directly connected to it. This or the data or the handheld will talk directly to the power control module. Okay, the third configuration I can have is to use the SonTek differential GPS. In this case, in addition to my power and control module, I have the radio telemetry, I have the power supply, and I have a GPS receiver inside the box. There's a cable that goes and connects to the GPS antenna, which you see right here. There's a GPS pole and a GPS mount that mounts directly on top, designed to mount directly on top of the M9 or the S5. Now again, a comment about using the SonTek differential GPS. One of the intentions for this development was to integrate the different technologies. Okay, so in this case we have an M9 or an S5 acoustic Doppler profiler. We're also integrating in a vertical beam echo sounder, and now this third piece we've integrated a GPS, and in this case it's differential GPS. Okay, the last configuration that we can use with the River Surveyor is the SonTek RTK GPS. In this case, again, we have the power control module right here. We have the GPS receiver inside, the power supply, and radio telemetry going to shore. We have our GPS cable that connects to our GPS antenna, and of course our cable here that connects to the M9 or the S5. Now when we're making a requirement of RTK measurements, which are high precision GPS measurements, it requires the use of an onshore base station. So we've designed an onshore, specifically for the GPS or for the SonTek GPS solution, we've designed our own RTK base station. In this case, it comes with a tripod, a mount for the power control module. You'll see that this power control module is very similar to the power control module you use connected to the ADP, and they use the same power supply. Okay, I'll turn it around here. Again, big thumb bolts. I can use the same batteries on the connected to the ADP there as I can in the RTK base station. Now we need a radio link to go from the base station to the boat. So in this case, we're using a spread spectrum radio. It has a range of about 2 kilometers. Okay. Usually when I set up this base station, I want to set it up away from trees. Right now I'm along the shore of the Pongolo River, and I'm up under some trees just to be in some shade. In reality, when we make a measurement using RTK, we're going to want to put the base station at a clear area where we have a good view of the sky. So again, in the power control box here, it comes with the power supply, a GPS receiver connected to the antenna, and we have the data link right here. So this is actually transmitting the GPS information directly to the boat. The boat's collecting all of the information. It's collecting the data for the echo sounder, it's collecting the water velocity data using the Doppler profiler, all the bottom tracking information, and all the GPS information. The calculations are done on the ADP, the discharge calculations that is, and then they're transmitted, they're stored on the ADP and then transmitted in real time directly to my data collection device, which could be the phone or the laptop.